Something I realized. I don't know if you guys can hear me very well. I'm outside. There's a lot of noise out here. But something I realized is that sometimes we have blessings in our lives, like a gift. Sometimes in our lives there's stuff happening, and I don't think we realize it. Like sometimes we've been blessed by in some way. We have a blessing. It's like things in our life are coming together in our favor, and we don't realize it. And I think there's a beauty in realizing it. There's a beauty in seeing something that you already have, or something that's coming in your direction, and recognizing that it's a gift rather than taking it for granted. Like, I bet there's so many miracles and so many gifts that every person has in their life that they don't even realize is there. So many. It could be anything. It could any way you look at it. There's something here that could be appreciated. But anyway, now that the train has passed, the train is past and it's in the past. That's a crazy thing, that the word past, like if something has passed by, it's in the past. It's kind of crazy. But anyway, I've been trying to focus more in general in my life on how am I living my life. I've always tried to be like living my life to the fullest, right? But I'm starting to see life in a different way. My life in a different way. I'm starting to see it more like a story and myself as a character. And then I'm thinking, like, what are ways that I can live fully? Yes, live fully, take risks, go on adventures, but also be strategic and kind of plan for my future. Which is a crazy thing to say because I've never really cared too much about the future or the past. I've always been so present and focused on right now that I just didn't really give a fuck about the future. And now I'm starting to think, like, how do I want this story to pan out? It's not so much about oh, what car do I want? What house do I have, or whatever it is, what job. It's different. It's like if my life is a story and I'm the character, what character do I want to like evolve? How does my character evolve? How do I change throughout my life, and who do I end up being? You know, what kind of character would I love to be? Who would I love to be when I'm older? And that's kind of how I'm thinking. And then I'm like, all right, so I have an idea of who I want to be. Now the strategy of it is to figure out what are things I can do right now that put me in the direction of where my story, what my character will become. And honestly, like, the craziest thing is I say strategy, but that doesn't mean I have any idea what exact moves. I don't have a map of what's going to happen in my life, and nor do I want one. You see, I really believe mystery is one of the greatest gifts of this life. Mystery. The fact that you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know where you're going to end up, who you're going to be. You can have an idea and you can have an aspiration, but ultimately, you don't know the future. You don't know what's going to happen. And many, many people will see this as negative or as something to be afraid of. The unknown. They fear it because they don't know it. But once you realize there's nothing to fear, the unknown it's not scary anymore. And it actually becomes a gift. The mystery and the unknown becomes the greatest gift in your life. It starts out as the most terrifying and the most scary thing in your life, and it ends up being the greatest gift of your life. The fact that you don't know. I think we should embrace it. Because if you already knew what's going to happen, where is the excitement? Where is the mystery? Where is the fun? Where is the romance? Where is the drama? Where is the chaos? You know, this is something beautiful. This is a gift. And I plan to fully embrace it. So when I say I'm strategic and I plan for my future, what I actually mean is I'm trying to live in the present in a way that is most optimal for my character. That doesn't mean I'm planning ahead and saying, oh, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. It means when the time comes and the moment is upon me, how do I act in that moment? How do I act in the present moment? Can I fundamentally shift and change my way of being, my way of acting, my way of perceiving the world around me? Do I see it as something separate from me? Do I see it as something to control or something to be afraid of? Or do I see it as something mystical and mysterious and somehow still connected with me? Somehow the trees and the light and the train going by and the YouTube videos and the people and the family somehow, and the children and the music and the food, somehow this is all a part of me. Not me as this ego, as this being in space and time. No, me as the formless awareness that is my entire experience. The trees that I witness and the grass that I lay in and the wind going through my hair, the rain falling on my face. This is so intimate. This is so connected to me in such an abstract and mysterious way. You know, I don't want to know it. I don't want to have the answer. I don't want to hold the truth in my hand. I want the truth to throw a hurricane at me. And I want to build a sailboat and ride around and not know what the fuck's going on. But this is exciting. This is amazing. This is beautiful. This is opportunity. This is opportunity for the unexpected. God works in mysterious ways. The universe works in mysterious ways. It's a mystery because it's beyond your current perception, but that doesn't mean it doesn't have a reason. Just because you don't understand it, it doesn't mean it's not intelligent. Just because you don't know why things happen doesn't mean it doesn't happen for a reason. You see? This is true faith. This is true trust. It's not knowing. I don't know God. I don't know the universe. I don't know all 12 dimensions. I don't know the infinite dimensions. I don't know the metaphysical makeup of my existence. I don't know it. But I trust it, and I have faith in it, and I truly love it, and I love myself. And I'm excited at the opportunities that it is granting me to experience these things, to find beauty in the mundane, to find beauty in the simplicity. This is something beautiful. This is something beautiful. And I know you know it too. And I know you know it too, because you know what? All of us, I know for a fact, all of us have something in us that says there is something more. You've always known it. There's a little something. You can't see it, but it's there. And it says, this can't be all that is. My current ideas, there has to be more to life. There has to be a reason. I have to be here for a reason. I know that you know it. I know you can remember it, because I remember it. And I know that we are all connected. Yes, we are individuals. Yes, we have our own soul. Yes, we have our own reflection of the divine. But we are all connected somehow, in some abstract way that is outside the box. We are all connected, and I know it for a fact. And I know that we all have this remembrance of something. And this remembrance is what allows you to trust. Trust is the divine metric. Trust is essential for your soul to flourish and to bloom and to evolve and to shine. If you do not trust the environment that you find yourself in, if you have fear and if you have doubt about it, then you will not be evolving or growing or blooming. You will, but just not fully. You see, you have to trust it. Trust is the most important thing in life. There's a metaphysical reason for why trust is. It's due to the nature of reality. I'm not going to get into that right now, but just hear me when I say trust and faith are the most important things in your life, in every life. You got to trust it. You got to trust it. Just have a little faith. Have faith and know there's something there. Just know it. It doesn't matter what you call it. There's something there. Okay? That's my words. I love you guys.